What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rock Up Podcast. Tonight, I have a special guest, dear friend of mine, Cody Laboucane.
Oh, I'm special.
You are very special. Yeah, tonight we're playing Finnish metal and we're talking Finland, and we're just there's not really going to be much structure to it. We're just going to kind of fucking riff back and forth. But before we do all that, Rocket Podcast is brought to you by Blackbird Tattoo and Piercing, 300 South State, Clearfield, Utah. Make an appointment, go there, get tattooed, get pierced, get a facial. I was there today. I had a Navajo sticking me with needles several times, over and over again, and it hurt. Fuck you, Cameron!
Love you, Cameron.
That was Cody. I don't love you. You've hurt me today. I'm just kidding. I love you. What's up, dude?
Hey, it's been a while.
Yeah.
I think the last time we hung out was your son's 21st birthday, his edge break day, as I like to call it.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, he broke before that. Oh, shit. But you know how we always start the show. I'm fucking breaking with tradition already.
Ooh.
I got us a... Today's show is all dedicated to Finland and the ancestors. So that's why Cody is here. And Cody was nice enough to bring me a little gifty gift, a nice little shot glass from Finland.
Technically, it's from Michigan. But...
Shut up! Technically, it's from Michigan. That's fucking funny.
Well, they have there's a lot of Scandinavian people and Nordic people that live in Michigan.
Oh, I know.
All up more north, and there's a gift store up there called the Gift of Finland. And it's
yeah?
Finland everything.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, all my Finnish ancestors, if they don't live back in Finland, they live in Minnesota, which is right there, by there. All right, man. Give us for the lost.
Smooth.
Yeah. It don't kick you in the nuts like the other fucking vodkas do.
Oh man, remember I think the first vodka I started drinking was at a fucking the Barton's, the one, the charcoal filtered.
Oh yeah. I think the first vodka I started drinking was like a long time ago. So it was probably like around, I don't know, maybe 97, 96, something like that. Way before I was straight edge, and I grew up with a bunch of Tongans, and we were at a party over in Glendale with a bunch of my friends. Well, my friend whose cousins were all part of the Tongan Crip gang, and they had this vodka they would call Active, and it was just like the cheapest, shittiest, grossest vodka. You could still buy it at the liquor store. Every time I see it, I smile and get heartburn.
Is it like the big? You can get the big jugs for like $10 or something.
Yeah, it's like a huge jug you can get for like $5. So it's really fucking shitty vodka.
Well, but I saw they said like good vodka is not supposed to burn; it's supposed to taste smooth and supposed to be easy.
Yeah, and I think that's why this one's so good. And it's really not that expensive for a bottle of Finlandia. It's like $17. Sometimes they have it on sale for $14.
We need to get a bottle. You can just get those at just the liquor stores here, right?
Yeah. I just get this one, the one down the street. But it's funny, when we were in Nicaragua, they have like, I don't know what it is, like an importer or something, because they had a fuck ton of Finlandia vodka there. I was kind of surprised. Totally on the whole other side of the fucking world.
I would think you'd find something from Finland down in
Not in
South
Nicaragua.
America.
Not in Nicaragua, yeah. I don't know. Maybe he worked for the Nazis and fucking had to escape to fucking Central America.
Oh, so do you want to get the vodka?
That never happened. So, you served the LDS mission in Finland, right?
I did.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I do not remember a single thing.
Well, that doesn't mean no.
If I
Get out.
I was in Helsinki,
Uh-huh.
and I totally forgot all my Finnish.
Oh, really?
I can't speak a single word anymore.
Really?
I can read,
Right.
I can write,
Yeah.
and that's about the extent
Oh shit.
of my Finnish language. And then got to see some family.
Yeah.
We actually still have some relatives up. They're over on the west coast.
Yeah, that's where my family is.
Yeah, it's
Vasa.
Vasa.
Vasa, that's where my family's from. Oh god,
Shit,
dude.
we might be related.
We're probably fucking related. There's only 4 people that live in Finland.
Yeah.
That and like Milimaki is what I was told. And when I talked to someone, they're like, yeah, no one really actually lives there. But my aunt was back there just visiting and stuff, and she was with one of our most of our family's still back there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, they came here in 1915. I actually have a picture of them like in like the forest before they left in 1915. I need to get that fucking picture blown up, but
yeah, it's not too terribly big on our side. The Finnish comes from my dad's side. My uncle found out when he was doing some family history.
Yeah.
And I just went over to the Family History Museum in Salt Lake and found out. I was like, oh wow, we got some Finnish ancestors, because my grandma's all Swedish on my dad's side, and then my dad's all French and Canadian, and and my mom's side's all completely French. So.
Oh, cool. Do you speak any French at all?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I can say my last name, but that's about it.
We're Americans.
Yeah.
We speak one language. We're lazy.
Language of freedom.
Yeah. A lot of our family's still back there. I kind of grew up. My mom always like, your grandfather was from Finland. We're Finnish. And I was always kind of embarrassed by the name because it sounds like a fish. Because of Finland has fish.
No,
I don't know.
Finland has good fish.
Yeah. I didn't know they had fucking metal, bro.
Dude, honestly, the metal capital of the world.
Yeah, man.
There are more metal bands per capita in Finland than anywhere else.
Per capita.
Or per capita.
Not per capital.
Capita. Yeah, it's just man. The first what was your first Finnish metal band?
I don't know, really. Probably shit. Impaled Nazarene probably is the first one that really grabbed my attention.
Yeah.
Because it was so offensive. It was such a horrible name.
Yeah.
I mean, wonderful name, but horrible. It's horrible.
Yeah, you make fun of me for the band that got me into.
Well, a lot of people were into him.
Well, that was.
Was that the band? But I was like, oh, him. They're from Finland. Oh, you know what? It wasn't even fucking Impaled Nazarene. No, not at all.
Is it him for you?
It was bands like Hooded Menace.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever listen to
Cough Dust?
Amorphous?
No.
You never got into Amorphous?
I don't know. I've seen the name, but Bloody Hammers.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Bloody Hammers, Hooded Menace, bands like that. Because I was kind of more into the doom shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Just kind of looking back, there's just so much music. But yeah, a lot of people were into him. And I was like, oh, okay, that kind of strikes my attention. And I listened to it, and I don't like it at all.
I like a lot of their earlier stuff.
I couldn't name one song of theirs.
I still think their Love Metal album is still one of my top 10 albums of all time. I just love that. It was the band that gave me my gamer tag that I played online with. So, but a lot of the Finnish metal that I listen to, I'm really big into the folk metal.
Oh, really?
Like folk metal, blackened folk metal.
Yeah. I have heard of it. I am aware of it.
It's I love Korpiklani, I love Moon Sorrow, Teresa's.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that shit. The more folky, the better.
Yeah, I like Archgoat and
I like Archgoat.
Goat Moon.
But hardest wise, I think probably Moon Sorrow is probably the big one for me. I just love those guys.
I think I'm more familiar with them. Let's bring that bear over here, dude. Just so we're not.
Sam Adams.
I have a drink like a fish, dude. So
I do too.
just so you warning. But yeah, man, fucking like I think Archgoat's probably one of my favorite bands. Horna. You good? You got
struggling a little bit.
Want some help there? But like the more music I kind of get into, and underground bands that no one's ever heard of has always been kind of my niche, and your niche as well. But you listen to a lot, I think, broader,
more of the mainstream.
Yeah, more of the mainstream.
Yeah. Never really got much into the underground bands.
Yeah, at least not in like metal aspects, right? Because you listen to a lot of hardcore and shit.
Yeah, I listen to a lot of local, lot of local punk and hardcore bands from home.
Yeah, which is where we met. In the hardcore shows, yeah. Was it
the festival? Well, no, it wasn't the festival you did at Mojo's. It had to have been before that, because I've known you for almost 10 years now already. A little over 10 years.
I don't need to be made to sound any older than I am. Thank you very much.
No, you're still in your 30s. you look like you're still in your 20s. So.
Oh, thanks. You're full of shit, but I'll take it. I'll take the compliment. Oh, fuck, dude. Yeah, I don't remember when exactly it was we met. Probably through...
had to have been a show.
Probably, I guarantee it's from a show, and probably through Barrett, or whatever. But yeah. Yeah. There's definitely a show probably up at Mojo's or something. I love that place.
God, I know. It was so sad when Ron got the boot out of that place.
The second they were having us like do sheetrock and shit on the temple across the street. I know that was the first time I noticed that Mojo's was directly across the street, and I knew immediately. I was like, oh, this ain't gonna last.
Well, because they're doing so much.
Cherish these days now, young man, because this ain't gonna last.
Yeah, there's so much renovation going on in that area. There's apartments and fancy restaurants that are going there.
Yeah, of course. That's high real estate right now. Yeah.
Those apartments that they put up by the parking lot that we all used to park in, those are like freaking $800, $900 a month apartments.
Are they?
One bedroom. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's dumb. That's dumb, especially for Ogden, Utah. That's pretty stupid.
Freaking Ogden used to be a fairly cheap place to live. And like, there's even studios down there that are going for like the same price as like a one bedroom apartment, which I think is ridiculous.
Are you in an apartment right now?
No, I'm still in my mom's basement.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking right
there. Even if I had no bills and I just had like my car and my phone, I still could not afford a one bedroom. I would have to get an apartment with someone.
Goddamn, dude. That's fucking wild. We always had 2-bedroom apartments, but we always got lucky that way. Just we were able to find 2-bedroom apartments everywhere. Just not. It was hard. We wouldn't go to normal means of finding apartments. We always kind of knew someone that lived in the area or something. One apartment my brother just moved out of, and we just moved right in and took over his lease and that. Well, let's play a fucking song. Sadistic Forest.
Ooh, sounds like something I would like.
Yeah, dude. They're sadistic and...
they played in the forest.
There's a forest, so be ready for that. What do the kids say? Things are dank?
Things are dank.
What is dank? That sounds like it smells.
Smells like something that came
dank,
out of your
like
ass.
like a dank sewer, or like a dank basement. It's like just filled with like water and diapers and shit.
That's dank.
That's dank. That's what fucking dank reminds me of. Mark of the Bistro, though.
Mark of the Bistro.
They're dank in the way Cody was saying. They're not dank in the way I'm saying. Because there's a generational gap here, and I don't know your guys' words. Dank's a good thing, right?
Dank millennials.
Dank millennials. Is it a vegan restaurant?
It is.
Are you a dirty vegan?
No, I support friends.
Oh, well, that's
nice. No matter what kind of food it is.
Yeah.
And I think if done good, I think vegan stuff can taste just as good as the real thing. And
if it's French fries.
Yeah, their French fries are really good.
Yeah.
And I like they do grilled cheese sandwiches that are really tasty. They do meatball subs. It's like, from what Andrew was telling me, it's food that he loved when he was still eating meat, that he just wants to do in a vegan way that he can still enjoy.
Hey, that's smart, man. I mean, truth be told, I love meat.
You can tell by the stomach on me.
No, you're Santa Claus, that's why. But, yeah. I mean, there's still some, like, good fucking, like, vegan and vegetarian things I enjoy. Like falafel. I fucking love some falafel, dude. Yeah. And, like, every once in a while, it's just nice to have, like, a big salad. You know what I mean?
Nice and crisp.
Yeah. I don't know. Whatever. Support local stuff. Go there. Eat food.
So that band was really good.
You like the Sadistic Forest?
I like Sadistic Forest.
Hell yeah, dude.
I can sense some, hardcore vibes and
yeah, they do the little breakdown thing in the middle there that people would enjoy. Well, that's kind of the funny thing is, like, that was always the bands when I was kind of getting into hardcore. I've always loved death metal. My shit was always death metal, even from like junior high. But I would love the bands excuse me, that did death metal, but every once in a while had like a really cool like breakdown or a really, really fast, almost punk rock segment to the song. I always love that shit.
That's what I love about Power Trip, man. It's just something about them, like, they're a metal band, but they feel like they have a lot of hardcore influences.
Yeah, they have are they a metal band? Because I always consider...
I would say crossover, if you would consider, like, they're kind of like half thrashy, half hardcore.
Yeah. Well, that's always been, like, my favorite kind of bands, is, like, those bands are on that cusp between metal.
You don't really know what genre to call them, because
like,
they can do both.
Yeah, like, what do you call it? Integrity. I mean, they're metal, but they're also hardcore. You know what I mean? Like, it's... And I always loved those kind of bands. Those were always, like, my fucking favorite kind of band.
I wish I could have seen Integrity.
You never saw Integrity?
Are they still active?
They do a tour every once in a while. I mean, they were gonna do a tour, but, the fucking, yeah, well,
Oh, there's so many shows I'm gonna see this. I was supposed to go to see Rammstein in Los Angeles in August, and that would have been a fun show.
Du Hast. I saw them.
It would have been fun. They were supposed to be playing the Olympic Stadium where USC plays.
Yeah. I was waiting for Ice Cube to play, honestly. I mean, truth be told, I wanted to see Ice Cube.
Dude, I've seen him once.
It was the Family Values tour. It was like Rammstein, Ice Cube, Limp Bizkit, and Korn. And
that's my childhood.
Is it?
90s, man.
I saw Rammstein, and I was like, this is entertaining, but I don't really care for the music. And then I was very excited for Ice Cube. And then when Limp Bizkit played, I went somewhere else and smoked a bowl.
I like Limp Bizkit.
And as soon as I heard they were done, I wanted to see Korn. Yeah. And they played their new stuff, so I was not happy.
I've seen Ice Cube did a free show for the Do Tour a couple years back.
Oh, shit.
They shut down all of 25th Street. And I have never smelled that much weed before.
A lot of rappers love Ogden. A lot of rappers fucking love that place, dude.
Yeah, we had when I was working the basement back when the basement was open.
Yeah, one of my first shows I ever played was in the basement.
Was it our old location on like 23rd Street, or was it the one that we had on Wall?
I don't fucking remember.
Because the one on Wall had the 2 rooms.
It was a bigger place.
It was probably the one on Wall Avenue. I'm probably thinking.
Maybe.
Right next to the Sherman Williams.
I don't know, man. Maybe.
And I miss that. I miss that place so much. That was where I got my start in local music. Was the
That was. Oh yeah. That was my first.
That probably was.
That was my first delegate show.
That was probably where we met. I think probably the basement.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that was my first delegate show, and it was like with a band called The Separation, and I don't know who else, but it was a cool show. A lot of people that were passed on were there, and one of them was playing in my band at the time. So, look back and smile. Don't look back and be sad about shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that happens to all of us. We all get our turn.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. I want to die fighting a grizzly bear because...
Go out. If you're going to go out like a warrior.
I fucking saw that shit in The Revenant, and I never jerked my dick so hard in all my life.
I've still never seen that. Still haven't seen that movie.
Oh, dude, you should really watch it. It's fucking good. It's just about that fight to survive. I mean, it's dark. It's a hard movie. You know what I mean? It's gritty as fuck, but... yeah, man, help yourself. No, I'm good for a minute. Tom Hardy's a total fucking asshole in it, and
God, I hate Tom Hardy.
I love that son of a bitch. That dude could act. That dude could play Jaws. You dress him up like the shark, that motherfucker is Jaws.
Well, I watched him in the Venom movie, and I'm like, God, I've never
seen such his fault.
Such a shitty accent. Him trying to do like a New Yorker accent.
That's not his fault. That was not his fault. That silence there was Cody drinking more of my vodka. He's gonna stumble out like this motherfucker.
Okay. I got a pretty good tolerance.
So. Oh, good. Well,
I'll make sure to message you when I get home. I do that all the time. Even
Please do.
Even if I don't.
I worry.
Even if I don't drink, it's always been a thing of mine that I always let my friends know whenever I make it home. Just let them know I got home safe.
Well, it's just a nice thing to do.
And plus, I know you're pretty much family to me at this point, so I know you would pretty much kick me in the nuts if I don't let you know if I made it home.
I would just kick you in the nuts. For no reason at all, other than I am an old, bitter, old cunt.
But I love you.
I love you too, buddy. I'm glad you came. I'm glad we got to fucking do this.
I know. I am so freaking excited.
Who was the band that you saw last week?
Oh, God, that was that the one that you saw on Instagram?
Yeah, you're all excited about fucking...
That was just my buddy's band. It was a local band from Ogden called Hi-Fi Murder.
Hi-Fi Murder. Oh, well, they've been around for a minute now, haven't they?
Yeah, the 2000s, early 2000s.
Yeah, and
Olsen Brothers.
They are back together or something?
Oh, they've just never given up. They've been slowly going.
No,
I think the only 2 original members are still...
Yeah,
Nick and Chris. Yeah,
Hi-Fi Murder.
Hi-Fi Murder.
Hell yeah, dude.
Name has nothing to do with the actual murders.
I could care less.
No, they got a lot of shit for it.
I love true crime.
Mm-hmm.
I love that shit, dude.
Yeah, they're probably the only friends I really have in Ogden because I'm born and raised in Ogden.
Yeah.
And all my friends are all up down here. So
yeah. Well, Cameron's still down there.
Well, Cameron, yeah. That's where I got my Trojan tattoo. Was at his shop. Had Pickles did it for me.
Who's Pickles?
This Fester's old lady.
Oh, no shit. Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was when she was apprenticing at...
Yeah.
It was before it turned into Blackbird. It was, I can't remember the name that he had.
Zenhead. Yeah, fuck that place. Cameron's still trying to get out from underneath that fucking name.
I know. I keep promising him I need to get something done for him.
Well, go in there, dude. I'll tell you next. Well...
I'm already almost covered. Like, my chest is done. My left arm's all done. I'm saving my right arm, my back, my legs, and everything.
What for?
I'm doing kind of like a half-ish bodysuit kind of thing. Like
cool.
My back's going to be done. The stomach's going to be done. Whole arm, ass, legs, everywhere.
Nice, dude. That's fucking cool, man.
Something I've actually been wanting to do.
Do you have plans for all of it? Like,
yeah, it's all going to be Japanese themed.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's way cool.
I'm literally going to look like a white Yakuza member.
That's way cool. Remember You know Kevin Espana.
Mm-hmm.
He was just in Japan, I think, a couple days ago on his
he was
way
there
to
on
Korea.
On a layover.
Yeah, on his way to Korea.
God, I was so sad. I couldn't see that guy when he was on. He was just too busy just seeing people.
Yeah,
I mean, shit happens. So
yeah, he was here for a smidge of time, and he's just too cool to fucking hang out with certain people because he's a dirty asshole.
Yeah.
I hope you hear this, Kevin. I hope you hear this, mijo. But yeah, now he's in Korea. Fucking, I wonder if he's gonna be flying helicopters and shit over there. That motherfucker flies helicopters now.
Yeah.
That's badass. That's way badass.
God, I know. I wish I could have. I technically still can. What's the cutoff age for joining the military? It's like something in your 30s, I think.
35. How old are you?
I'm 29. I just turned 29.
Jesus Christ.
No, I don't look the part.
29. No, I was just thinking, I wish I was 29. That's what it was.
Yeah. A lot of people are surprised to think I'm still in my 20s just because I don't really hang out with people my own age. A lot of my friends are all in their mid to late 30s, early 40s. So
that's gross.
Well, people always think like, how old are you? I'm like, oh, I'm 29. They're like, like I would have thought you were in your 30s or something. Like,
your balls start sagging.
I guess you could say I'm technically pretty mature for my age.
Yeah, so. Dude. Your balls start sagging. Your bright red hair you've always been so proud of starts turning white.
I know if I grow my beard out, it's got some.
I can't even be called red anymore. I honestly, it's a lie. It's a lie at this point.
No, Joe Red, blondish beard Jackson.
It's more just Joe the Gray.
Joe the Gray.
And then Joe
the White.
Then Joe the White and Joe the Dead.
Lord of the Rings reference.
Oh shit, people. Dude! I fucking love Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I did too. God, I just love.
What's your thoughts on the series? Are you excited, or are you?
I'm excited. They got the Amazon got the blessing from the Tolkien family to do it. So
no.
No, I hope they do it justice. I love the movies, even the Hobbit movies. Even though they didn't really. I don't know. It was okay.
I enjoyed the Hobbit movies.
I did too, but Legolas wasn't a part of the series, even though he was technically alive during the events of it. And
oh, really?
I thought they just threw it in. Like, if you read the book, Legolas, I think he was mentioned, but he wasn't in the book itself.
Yeah.
But they're good. I enjoyed them, and then I enjoyed the.
I still want to read them. I just haven't. I get so wrapped up in fucking Star Wars, dude.
I still need to watch The Mandalorian. I haven't watched the new season yet.
You haven't?
No, I've just watched the first one.
We're not totally caught up with it, but it's fucking. Dude, I love that goddamn series. But I'm such a fag for fucking Star Wars, though. I read the books and shit, and then me and Cameron fucking jerk each other off talking about the books. It's really disgusting.
I've read some of the old Republic stuff just because I was playing the.
What ones did you read? Did you read the fucking Darth Bane shit?
Yeah, well, I read because I played the MMO game.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was kind of interested in wanting to learn more about the Old Republic, so I read some of the Old Republic books.
Oh man, if they fucking made the Lost Tribe of the Sith a movie, they'd have to be R.
Mm-hmm. And there's no way you could do that as a PG or even a PG-13.
No, there isn't. But Disney does own a movie making company, Touchstone, that will make R films and shit.
Well,
but it's very fucking dark. It's like the movie Predator, because they land on this planet. A bunch of people land on this planet. They're Jedis. Mm-hmm. They try to survive just by eating meat and just surviving while they try to fix their comm and all that shit, because it's a wreck. Everything on this planet is so infused with the dark side that even the food they eat there, like even things they try to turn into nourishment or food, kills them. Yeah, fucking, and like, it's a horrible death because they like vomit themselves to death. It's like really fucking brutal. So, I mean, dude, Lost Tribe of the Sith, trilogy of evil with Darth Bane. Darth Bane would be a motherfucking movie, but to do it justice, it'd have to at least be PG-13, because all that dude's doing is just going around killing motherfuckers. But it's fun. It's cool because he's also studying like all this shit about holocrons that the anyone who was a Sith Sith Lord and shit would create. So
just added to my favorite I
fucking nerd up on that shit, dude. Trilogy of Evil is fucking cool.
Just added it to my my ebook stuff. So
yeah, man, Darth Bane's cool as shit.
Give me something to listen to when I'm at work because they have audiobooks for it. So
yeah, I'm sure they do. So you were serving a mission in Finland?
Mm-hmm.
Do you still consider yourself an LDS fella?
Not really. I'm not really. No.
Well, no. But I mean, that's word of wisdom. That doesn't. That doesn't. That doesn't like decide your faith or not. Because my buddy Mike Cadaver's the same way. You know what I mean?
Well, because I know people. It's my whole family's LDS. Almost we're just going back to years and years, but I guess you could say I'm more LDS, just basically just because that's my family, that's my history, but I don't really consider myself LDS. You could say Jack Mormon.
Yeah,
really, I guess you would say would be the correct term.
Jack Mormon's kind of the term for it. I really try not to use the term Mormon because
Latter-day Saints technically.
I wasn't raised Mormon or LDS or anything. I was. My mom was Lutheran because, all the fucking people from Finland are fucking Lutheran. And then my dad was into motorcycles. So that was and Leonard Skinner was his religion. But just because so many of my family members are very much part of that faith and shit. And I do appreciate the people that fucking established this place. I don't want to say found because obviously, but as made this place a state. I respect that. I respect what they fucking did. It takes a lot of balls. It takes a lot of fortitude. So I really try not to say the fucking word Mormon, even though it will slip out from time to time. But yeah, it's just more of a respect thing for me. But do you still believe in the teachings of Joseph Smith and Jesus Christ and all that stuff?
Not really.
No?
The only reason I pretty much quit when I came home.
Well, yeah.
Just because my opinions and I really didn't believe what the side of the church on a lot of different topics.
Yeah.
The big one for me that kind of pushed me away was the treating of LGBT youth, and they came out with a ruling that I don't know if it's been talked on more, but it was if you have a child if a child is involved or has two dads or two moms, they don't want them joining the church until they're 18, and they have to pretty much denounce that I don't follow or believe in what my two parents are doing.
Yeah,
which I think is total bullcrap because when I was taught growing up, Jesus loves all his children no matter what.
Judge not and all
judge
that.
Not, all that.
The thing about that was it's a double-edged sword because you want future members, which means a man and woman procreate. But also, the LDS faith has always been so family-oriented. Boy, was that their time to shine and be you know what? We're a family religion. We love families. And it was a really fucking missed opportunity, man. They've really struck out on that because that was really an opportunity for them to be you know what? Fuck it. We're a family religion. We're about family. If you're a member of a family and you follow our beliefs, we'll welcome you with open arms. You're part of our family. Yeah, just back then I was man, that's such a missed opportunity for them to really fucking because there's always kind of a weird kind of funny thing that people outside the state don't understand about LDS people.
Yeah.
But man, because they have really fucking capitalized. I mean,
they're hey, come in, we love everyone.
Capitalize on more, in more ways than one in that situation. More members means more money and more capital, but also just to fucking be no, we're about family. And if you happen to have a gay two gay fathers, but you guys are following the things that we said,
that's all that should matter.
Yeah, you're a family. You know what I mean? But I mean, I could see it. I could see both sides.
Yeah.
I like the fucking the saying that Bill Cooper, he was this old like he gave birth to all the conspiracy theory podcasts and everything that came after him. Like Alex Jones is a fucking piece of shit compared to Bill Cooper. Okay, Bill Cooper really put his fucking money where his mouth is. Because when the FBI went to his house to fucking arrest him, Bill Cooper fucking shot him and went out in the hell of bullets. I mean, that motherfucker lived that shit. But sorry, I got off on a tangent about how much I want to suck Bill Cooper's cock. Read The Pale Horse. Anyway, Bill Cooper said, "Read everything, listen to everyone, don't believe any of it." And I fucking love that. I almost want to get like a goddamn banner in here or something, you know what I mean, of that.
That's a pretty powerful saying.
But it reminds me of something that my grandfather told me. He's like, believe half of what people believe half of what you read and none of what you're told. Because, people are just inherently full of shit. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, back to what we were talking about. That was a very missed opportunity on the LDS faith side. But yeah, I was just kind of curious about that because you're talking about, I brought up your LDS mission and stuff.
Yeah, I still keep pretty close contact with a lot of people that I went to church with. A lot of my, I have a good chunk of friends, that are still pretty active in the faith, and I just, I don't have anything wrong with the church,
Right.
No, it's just, it's just not for me anymore. It's really the end of it.
Yeah. I think a lot of guys, after they came back from their missions, they're like, okay, that was cool. They got me where I am now. I'm going to go experience some life. You know what I mean? And I think a lot of young guys did that. Mm-hmm. Let's play another song.
What do you got for me next?
I don't know. I can't pronounce words.
Let me see if I can.
It's not finished. It's just big. Sepulchral curse. I'm stupid. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to all my listeners, and fuck you.